Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. I am back home after the Farm Progress Show and the Sim Gaming Expo. It was a long couple of weeks, but a lot of fun. Anyhow, today when you're seeing this, I'm recording this the night before I just got back off my plane. Literally, I landed an hour ago. Yes, the Mercedes-Benz truck pack is officially out. And I already did a video kind of going pretty in depth about how everything in this pack works and everything like that, but I just wanted to give you like a quick highlights video if you're thinking about getting it still and you're on the fence. There's also a couple things that I don't really like about the pack, and I'll kind of go into that. Specifically, one major thing I don't like, and I will show you what that is. But first, let's talk about what's in the pack. Obviously, we have the MB Track line of tractors over here. We also have the Unimogs over here. We have some old and new. And then we have the trucks themselves here. These are three of the trucks that are right here. And then at the back here, we have the kind of hook lift trucks. And then we have 4 hook lift trailers. We take a look at those quickly in the store here. This is everything in the pack. I got early access courtesy of Giants. Yeah, so they sent this over so I could show you guys some of the information about it. But yeah, so what we got? We got the bumper, which hooks up to, I believe, all of the... Oh, maybe just these 2 MB tracks. Look at that. But anyhow, you can put it on the front if you want. You have this guy for the ones that have a front loader attachment. I think this one does. Back. It's actually technically called a back loader. It hooks up to the back here, which is pretty cool. And then the ones that have this ability here have the ability for the cab, for the steering position to turn around, which I think is pretty sweet. But yeah, so you're ranging a price $35,000 all the way up to $70,000. At least the starting price. This one can go up to 85 horsepower. This guy can go up to 180. So that's what you're looking at your range. That's going to have the biggest engine possible. These guys up to 240 horsepower, and this one up to 354. These ones are pretty cool. This one's quite a bit more pricey. This is a newer version, I believe, of this. That's why. So you have the agricultural platform. We have the agricultural frame and the back of the platform. Here's complaint number 1. What is this for? There's nothing that connects to it in the pack. This just is what it is, to my knowledge. And maybe there's mods out there that'll connect to it, because I know there's been some Unimog mods. Maybe they'll connect to it, but it just... I mean, I guess if you're just going to use it as a tractor, why not? But even if you are just going to use it as a tractor, I mean, I guess just to save money, because that's $5,000 more, but there's no reason for it. So I'm confused with that. Same thing here. We have agricultural platform. We have this guy right here, the standard, as they call that, or we can pay more for the agricultural frame. I mean, the standard, I don't think it changes what you can connect to the back of it. I guess it adds a 3-point. If it just adds a 3-point, that's fine. And I guess you have to pay extra for that front 3-point there if you want to put that on there. This is a pretty sweet setup. So I guess maybe if your agricultural platform, this one, that's the only configuration they can do the 3-point, which is good because you have to pay a lot more money for it. But this one, I don't think there's a front 3-point. It almost looks like there's a front 3-point on it anyways. Back 3-point hitch, yes. And you can have that with this configuration. So there's no need for this guy right here. I guess it kind of comes with the hitch anyways. So I guess you could maybe get out of paying the extra for it. No, you still have to pay the extra for it. You can do no on that. So yeah, I don't know why you'd want the agricultural frame on this one. This one, I guess if that's the only way to get 3-point hit, that's fine. And then we have the Eric's truck. We have the Actros L and the Hyzo truck. The Hyzo truck irritates me, but also has a really cool feature. It's irritating and non-irritating. It's both. The Actros also has the Tektrum, and then the Eric's also has the Tektrum. Basically, these guys right here, the Tektrum, they're designed for the hook lift attachments, which are all down here. This guy right here, again, it's designed for the hook lift attachments. I'm not going to go through all the customizations. There's some really good ones in here. One of the coolest ones is... No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. Here we go. Yeah, we're going the right way. This guy right here, it just looks cool. And this actually is a really cool feature in cab. Because if you notice, there's no mirrors really on the outside of it. And we'll talk about that more. The Hyzo truck, it just kind of, for the most part, is what it is. This has a saddle in the back. You're going to need to remember that in a second. But yes, and then the 4 backs you can get. This isn't really a complaint. I mean, it's kind of like, this one just holds 14,800 liters. You can customize the color. This one is bulk 39,500 liters. You can customize the color. So I guess if you wanted to hold more, you could use that one instead of that one. This one also holds 39,500 liters. So if you just wanted it to look like this or have a decal, it doesn't matter. And you could change the color. And this one holds 30,000 liters. They're all bulk containers. They just look a little different. So yeah, I get those are probably all options in real life, but for us and my purposes, there's not really an in-game reason to have one or the other. So yeah, that's just another complaint there. But anyhow, let me show off a couple of the cool features here real quick. These guys just sound great, by the way. If I just fire one of these up. And these guys go fast, and they can basically do, I mean, they're basically tractors is what these are. But anyhow, the forestry setup on this one's pretty cool. You can do all sorts of pushing things with that. You also have the back you can put up and down. And then these guys actually work as two independent, oh gosh, cut my flashlight out, which is not what I wanted. There we go. Two independent winches, which I don't think you can hook them up to tractors. But yeah, anyhow, you get the idea. You can put, how do I get rid of this? Escape. What do I do here? What do we do? R. There we go. Release the wrench. Anyhow. Alright, I don't use those very often at all. You have this guy right here with the front loader on it. You can see we're in the rear wheel steer. Or in the reverse steer position. So you have that, which is pretty cool. And then moving on to these guys. The Hydro truck in the cab. Looks, all the trucks look clean. But look at that! You have a backup camera that works. But here's the part that really irritates me about this truck. It's my biggest complaint. Tool is not compatible. Why? It's a semi-truck trailer, and I haven't tested every single one in the game, but if you go in here, and we go down to the Hydro truck, this guy right here, if I hit combinations, this is the only one it says it'll hook up to, which is ridiculous. And this, by the way, was added in update 1.11, so that's where that came from. But yeah, so such a cool feature, but you can only use that to hook up to one trailer. It's one of the most irritating things. This one has something pretty cool. Well, I think, and I don't think any of the other ones have the backup camera yet, which that one doesn't. This one doesn't either, but this one has some pretty cool camera features. No backup camera, but those mirrors, those are camera mirrors, which are pretty cool, I think, because that's how this truck is in real life. So they did that pretty well. But yeah, let me just tab through. These guys I don't think have any special, and the mirrors work. Yes, they're on the outside, but I don't think there's anything crazy special about any of these. Yeah, so anyhow, I mean, yeah, it's a good pack. I think if you're really excited about getting some branded Mercedes stuff, honestly, the coolest part about the pack is the Unimogs and these guys over here, the MB Tracks. They're great older school piece of equipment, or a little bit of new as well over here. Which also, by the way, you can get the forestry cages on these guys too, I believe, at least some of them. But yeah, so they're pretty sweet. They work really well. They do their thing. These ones look, I mean, everything looks clean. My biggest complaints, once again, you've heard about the agricultural back. You know, and this one also you can do a flatbed like this if you want to, tension straps. But the agricultural back complaints. And then second to that is, which that one's not a big deal because that one doesn't change anything or make things less playable. And this one is just, there's not really a point to these. It'd be cool if we had some other backs that did something else. We just have 4 different styles of bulk container. So yeah, there's nothing new there. It's not as much a complaint as it is just like a, hey, that doesn't make sense. But what is a legitimate complaint, that's the most irritating thing about this pack, is the Hydro truck. It's actually a really clean looking truck, and I would love to use the Hydro truck, but I'm not going to buy it ever if it only hooks up to one trailer. So yeah, that's just not worth it. But yeah, that's my opinions of the pack after using it a little bit and having some, you know, work with it and that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.